Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into Esoteric Guidance, and my name is Nehru. We are going to go ahead and continue on with the book of Enoch, okay? And we are on to chapter 94, okay? All right, so thank you so much, subscribers, new listeners. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I certainly share my love and wisdom with you. I am not all knowing. I am discovering on this journey as you are. We're all born with a certain amount of gifts, talents, and spiritual abilities, some more than others based on what we've learned in previous lifetimes and things. And so never get the impression that I know everything. I am confident in what I know, but I do not know. I can't, let me say it like this. I cannot share all things with you at this time. Okay, so confirmation with whatever that boom slam door was. Okay, so yeah, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, thank you so much as always for tuning in. The Book of Enoch, the videos for the Book of Enoch are the hottest videos on the channel, if you want to say that. You know what I mean? They're the most watched videos on this channel as far as an average viewership is concerned. Okay? Typically, the Book of Enoch videos are averaging around 30 views or so. Okay? Out of the 151 subscribers. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, I hope you're doing well today. Posted earlier videos about Horus and what I saw out in nature today, and so I also went through an 11-day spiritual cleanse where I only did oatmeal and water. Again, I share this with those who watch the Book of Enoch, because I believe many of them come to the channel only for the Book of Enoch, but they're not subscribers. Okay, so and that's okay. You don't have to be a subscriber. That's certainly not my goal. I'm not into maximizing SEO, and I'm not into all of that. Okay, that's insignificant. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, and so we see in chapter 94, right? Maybe 24 is significant. Chapter 94, this is the admonition of the righteous, okay? And so we begin, and now I say unto you, my sons, love righteousness and walk therein. For the paths of righteousness are worthy of exception, but the paths of unrighteousness shall suddenly be destroyed and vanished. And to certain men of a generation shall the path of violence and of death be revealed. And they shall hold themselves afar from them, and shall not follow them. And now say unto you the righteous, walk in the paths of wickedness, walk not, in the paths of wickedness, nor in the paths of death, and draw not nigh to them, lest ye be destroyed. But seek and choose for yourselves righteousness and an elect life, and walk in the paths of peace. And walk in the paths of peace, and ye shall live and prosper. Again, I think it's amazing that we're at this point in time. Again, the video today, what I saw today was Horus, a hawk feasting on what they had captured or on their harvest. Okay, I saw that literally 20 feet on a branch, 20 feet, or probably 10 feet above my head, but 20 feet off the ground or so, maybe. I don't know, that calculation is not correct, but you understand what I'm saying, right? Because I'm not 10 feet tall. But, so yeah, right? And there might be something about being 10 feet tall. And hold, verse 5, fast my words in the thoughts of your hearts, and suffer them not to be effaced from your hearts. For I know that sinners will tempt men to evilly entreat wisdom, so that no place may be found for her. Who is her? The the essence. Okay, and no manner of temptation may minish. Chapter 95. Woe for the sinners. Woe to those who build, or no, it's section. Sorry, section. It's the next section. So it's the next section of same chapter 94. Woe to those who build unrighteousness and oppression and lay deceit as a foundation, for they shall be suddenly overthrown, and they shall have no peace. Woe to those who build their houses with sin, for from all their foundations shall they be overthrown, and by the sword shall they fall. So all those who have built foundations, again, we know about foundations, right? Foundations built on sand, foundations built on concrete, foundations built on stubble, right? We know about foundations, and a foundation is really tells the strength of the structure in difficult times. Okay, so when that sword comes, the sword has come against us, divine masculines, divine feminines, right? Those of us who are unconditionally loving, those who are, again, of us who forgive easily, do not hold grudges, okay? The perhaps black sheep of the family, right? Ascended ones, okay? The sword came against us by the enemy, and we did not fall, okay? But for them, because of their foundation, no matter what the structure looks like, because of their weak foundation, unstable foundation, or the means by which they did acquire their house representing any type of material possessions, they fall down, Bernie Madoff. Okay? They fall down. Okay? I was thinking of another Kenneth Copeland. Okay? Creflo Lowlife Dollar. They fall down. Okay? And those who acquire gold and silver in judgment suddenly shall perish. Woe to you, ye rich, for ye have trusted in your riches, and from your riches shall ye depart, because ye have not remembered the Most High in the days of your riches. You know what? I spoke yesterday about libation, okay? And libation is the pouring out of wine in honor of your deities or high deities or your ancestors, okay, or a deity, okay? So we need to give. I buy my ancestors flowers. My ancestors like yellow. Sunflowers are my favorite flower. And so I buy my ancestors flowers. I buy my ancestors wine. My ancestors like Chardonnay. I don't, right? But that's what they like. And so, and along the way, right, buy them other things that they like, right? I've bought my ancestors meals before, okay? Right here in this RV, serve them up to them as I await the arrival of my inheritance, and the knock, if you will, proverbial or actual, on the door, telling me that all is well, all is clear, and we've been released to go and enjoy the bounty for which we've been faithful to receive. Okay, so others have gotten it through ill means, and yeah. Ye have committed blasphemy and unrighteousness, and have become ready for the day of slaughter, and the day of darkness, and the day of great judgment. Thus I speak and declare unto you, he who hath created you will overthrow you, and for your fall there shall be no compassion, and your Creator will rejoice at your destruction, and your righteous ones in those days shall be a reproach to the sinners and the godless. So, let's go back, and we're going to, oh, sorry, I meant to press next, not back. All right. And so We are on to the next chapter, chapter 95. Oh, that mine eyes were a cloud of water, that I might weep over you and pour down my tears as a cloud of waters. Okay, it's interesting that I need to find out what that means when that's written like that. That so I might rest from my trouble of heart. And if anyone knows what that symbolizes, what the two symbols on the side of the word of means, if you could share that with us in the comment section, that would be great. And who has permitted you to practice reproaches and wickedness? And so judgment shall overtake you, sinners. Fear not the sinners, ye righteous, for again the Lord delivered them into your hands, just as the Lord delivered the prize, the harvest, into that hawk's claws this morning. Okay? For again will the Lord deliver them into your hands, that ye may execute judgment upon them according to your desires. So we call their judgment. Isn't that something? Again, I met with the Sanhedrin Council. For those of you who did not listen to that video I posted, again, I did not post for 11 days during this spiritual cleanse, but during that 11-day cleanse, I met with the Sanhedrin Council. It's a group of 70 men, 70 deities. It is not men. There's no sex. So 70 deities. And in my meeting with these 70 deities, they opened up a door, opened up a portal for us that is now made available to us. So now today we have the capacity of Methuselah. Okay? All right. So, woe to you who fulminate anathemas. I'm not sure what that word is. Which cannot be reversed. So, woe unto you who send out evil deeds, witchcraft, evil eyes, Ouija boards, moon magic, beauty spells, crown chakra attacks. Those of you, health attacks, confirmation burp. I have not had anything today to drink or eat. Well, water. That's what that speaks of, okay? Healing shall therefore be far from you because of your sins. So for many of us, there's going to be physical deaths of family members, friends, church members, whoever. Those who have come against you and I, who failed to realize the truth when the truth was released to them, confirmation with the motorcycle start up. Okay? So woe to you who requite your neighbor with evil, for ye shall be requited according to your works. Whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also reap. Woe to you, lying witnesses, and to those who weigh out injustice, for suddenly shall you perish. Again, natural deaths, spiritual deaths. Some of these individuals who have come against us collective, they have had their ancestors turn on them. Do you know what the type of help we are getting for those of us who are on this timeline? The demons are helping us today. That's how fucking scared they are. That's how scared they are. The demons are helping us. The ancestors of the enemy are now on our side. That is how scared the enemy is. Okay? Their ancestors have forsaken them, and they have come over to our side. Okay? To help us, because they see all the warnings and they see the fall of those who they tried to help. Your ancestors are here to help you and guide you, all right, to become your highest, purest, truest self. Woe to you, sinners, for ye persecute the righteous, just like Paul did before he was blinded on the road to Damascus. Okay? For ye shall be delivered up and persecuted because of injustice, and heavy shall its yoke be upon you. So that tells you where they are. His yoke is easy, his burdens are light, but their yoke is heavy, Why is their yoke heavy? Because they are outside of the protection of Yeshua, outside of the protection of the Most High, highest divine white light, Lord of the sheep, Lord of the spirits. They are outside of that protection. Okay? So woe unto them. Okay? Next chapter. Be hopeful, ye righteous, for suddenly shall the sinners perish before you, and ye shall have lordship over them according to your desires. Again, according to our desires. And in the day of tribulation, in the tribulation of sinners, your children shall mount and rise as eagles. Again, this is why homosexuality or lesbianism or whatever will never produce a righteous seed. Okay? Because clit to clit and well, I guess dick in any ass doesn't produce a child, but specifically dick in another dick's ass, right, is an abomination. Okay? The world is so accepting of these ships today, okay? But these are pirate ships. These are not relational ships. These are pirate ships. What do pirates do? Rape, pillage. That's what pirates do. And higher than the vultures will be your nest, eagles. I'm getting Sekhmet. Eagles. Not just horse either. Can't think of it right now. Maybe it'll come to me. And higher than the vultures will your nest be. Again, the other day, I located, the day before the cleansing was ending on the 30th, I located an eagle's or a hawk's nest. There were 3 additional hawks, plus the one that was perched across the street. Confirmation with that motorcycle start up. Confirmation with that motorcycle start up. Okay? And ye shall ascend and enter the crevices of the earth, which is exactly what needs to be done, and the clefts of the rock forever as canes before the unrighteous. Okay? I need to look that word up. Alexa, what does Coneys mean?
Conies is a form of the noun coney, which is usually defined as a serranid fish, Epinophilus fulvus, of tropical American waters. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for coney.
So, we are to be... interesting. And the sirens shall sigh because of you, and weep. Wherefore, fear not, ye that have suffered, for healing shall be your portion, and a bright light shall enlighten you. And the voice of rest shall hear from heaven. Shall ye hear, voice of rest ye shall hear from heaven. Woe unto you, ye sinners, for your riches make you appear like righteousness, but your hearts convict you of being sinners. So your heart knows the truth. So the ones who came against us, they knew who we were. That's why they came against us. They may not have known exactly how powerful we were. They may not have known exactly how strong we were. They may not have known exactly who we were, but they knew that we were of righteousness and they were of deception. They knew that. And in fact, shall be a testimony against you for a memorial of yours evil deeds. Woe to you who devour the finest of the wheat and drink wine in large bowls and tread underfoot the lowly with your might. Okay? These are all the highfalutin people and high places. These are your politicians. These are your Ponzi scheme people. These types of individuals, okay? Right? Woe to you who drink water from every fountain. Don't drink from every fountain, people. Don't drink from every fountain. And suddenly ye shall be consumed and wither away. Because, and I see this fountain also as a sexual thing, a sacral chakra thing. drinking from every fountain, Sodom and Gomorrah, and wither away, because ye have forsaken the fountain of life. Okay? And again, one of the key ways that the enemy wants to continue to subdue spiritual high vibration beings on this planet is to stop the reproduction or the production of or reproduction of light workers and star seeds, earth angels. Right? How do they do that? With gay and lesbian relationships. That's how. So how do they stop production between you and I, divine masculine and divine feminine? How do they do that? How do they lessen that? By having people believe, again, clit on clit and dick and ass is good. Okay, that's what they're trying to convince you is right or righteous. Okay, woe to you who work unrighteousness and deceit and blasphemy. It shall be a memorial against you for evil. Woe to you, ye mighty, who with might oppress the righteous. For the day of your destruction is coming. In those days, many and good days shall come to the righteous in the day of your judgment. Okay? Also, the Sanhedrin Council are the administrators of judgment. That's what the Sanhedrin Council is. They are spiritual judges. Okay? They are the ones who hold spiritual court. Believe ye righteous, the sinners will become a shame and perish in the day of unrighteousness. And be it known unto you, and this is chapter 96, by the way, or, 97. Be ye righteous, that the sinners will become a shame and perish in the day of unrighteousness. Be it known unto you, ye sinners, that the Most High is mindful of your destruction, and the angels of heaven rejoice over your destruction. Right? We can dance and break out the fatted calf. What will ye do, ye sinners? And whither will ye flee on that day of judgment, when ye hear the voice of the prayer of the righteous? What are you going to do? What you going to do? What you going to do when it comes for you? Judgment, judgment. What you going to do? What you going to do when it comes for you? Yeah, ye shall fare like unto them, against whom this word shall be a testimony. Ye have been companions of sinners, and in those days the prayer of the righteous shall reach unto the Lord, and for you the days of your judgment shall come. And in all the words of your unrighteousness shall be read out before the great Holy One. And your faces shall be covered with shame, and he will reject every work which is grounded on unrighteousness. Woe unto you, ye sinners, who live on the mid-ocean and on the dry land, whose remembrance is evil against you. Woe to you, who acquire silver and gold in unrighteousness, and say, we have become rich with riches, and have possessions, and have acquired everything we have desired. Again, seeking earthly things first. And now let us do what we purposed. For we have gathered silver, and many are the husbandmen in our houses. So you got many hoes, many men, many whatever, many pimps, whatever. And our granaries are brim full as with water, right? So, again, the story about the woman at the well that we read about between Genesis and Revelation, he was calling that woman a hoe, a slut, okay? He said, the man that you are with right now isn't even yours. That's what he said. So what does that mean? He was calling her a slut, a hoe. Plain and simple. Okay, verse 10. Yea, and like water your lies shall flow away, for your riches shall not abide, but speedily ascend from you. It's interesting that it says ascend. For ye have acquired it all in unrighteousness, and ye shall be given over to a great curse. Again, there are going to be physical deaths. Peace and comfort to all of those who will be mourning those. I can assure you, I will not be mourning the death of not one of my enemies. It doesn't matter. It could be a mother, father, brother, sister, lover, minister. I don't care who it is. It could be a child of mine. I do not care. Right? To my knowledge, I have 2 DNA daughters on this planet. Whether or not they're actually mine, I don't know. That's what I assume today, as I have since I was 22 years old. Okay? So, it doesn't matter to me if it's them that die a physical death. None of that matters to me. Okay? None of that matters to me. You might say I'm heartless, but you have to understand how you give birth into this world, how you bring birth into or life into this world, and why. And when those individuals are turned over to deceit, this is why people stay in karmic situations or attached to energy that they should not be. This is how. But they're my child. They're a grown-ass man or woman doing shit against you. No, absolutely not. My daughters are in their mid-20s, almost their late 20s. Okay? They are more than smart enough, both of them, more than smart enough to know the difference between evil and good. If they want to stay where they are, hey, let the dharma and the karma fall where it may. That's my unconditional love. And now I swear unto you, to the wise and to the foolish, for ye shall have manifold experiences on the earth. And, or I should say for, I was going to say and for ye men shall put on more adornments than a woman. Homosexuals, more adornment than a woman. A homosexual man, how flamboyant are many homosexual men? Put on more adornments than a woman. Okay? How outrageous does RuPaul look? I'm not saying RuPaul is, I don't know what RuPaul is. RuPaul probably is bisexual. In fact, I don't even know the male whatever. I don't even know their name, right? But, okay, which is interesting because the falsity of that individual is more popular than the individual that was birthed. Isn't that something? Okay? So ye men shall put on more adornments than a woman, and colored garments more than a virgin, in royalty and in grandeur and in power and in silver and in gold and in purple and in splendor and in food shall they be poured out as water. Therefore, they shall be wanting in doctrine and wisdom, and they shall perish thereby together with their possessions. So die with all your wigs, all your makeup, all your loud colors. There's nothing wrong with loud colors, wigs, makeup. There's nothing wrong with those things. However, when you are prancing up and down the street with your Adam's apple sticking out further than mine does, and your ass wearing heels and stockings and all this shit, and yet you're supposed to be a military police officer, there's all kind of crazy ass shit that goes on, right, that eventually gets exposed. Okay, I'm reminded also of Zachary Timms, who was a minister in Florida, had a church in Apopka, and was previously, I think, a drug dealer or some sort, right? He ended up dying in a New York hotel from a heroin or cocaine overdose, supposedly completely free of it, but when he was traveling, he was still doing that stuff. And he obviously was not healed from that and had not taken care of that demon. Again, it will all come out. Creflo Dollar, again, Kenneth Copeland, um, Joel Osteen, Joyce Myers, any of these televangelists who are on here telling you to give them money for books and give them money for all of that shit so that you can be blessed, any of that bullshit, they're going down. They will get exposed. Okay? Just like James Cleveland, just like Gwen Shambling, just like these individuals. Okay? And if you don't know who Gwen Shambling and James Cleveland are, I encourage you to look up their history. Okay? With all their glory and their splendor, and in shame and in slaughter and in great destitution, the spirits shall be cast into the furnace of fire. And I have sworn unto you, ye sinners, as a mountain has not become a slave, and a hill does not become the handmaid of a woman, even so sin has not been sent upon the earth, but man of himself has created it. And under a great curse shall they fall who commit it. And barrenness has not been given to the woman, but on account of the deeds of her own hands, she dies without children. Again, clip to clip is not going to bring the starseed or a light worker back into this planet. That is not going to do that. I have sworn unto you, ye sinners, by the holy great one, that all your evil deeds are revealed in the heavens, that none of your deeds of oppression are covered and hidden. Verse 7, and do not think in your spirit, nor say in your heart, that ye do not know, and that ye do not see, that every sin and every day recorded in heaven in the presence of the Most High. It's all recorded. From henceforth, they call it the Lamb's Book of Life, but it's Akashic Records. From henceforth ye shall know that all your oppression wherewith ye oppress is written down every day till the day of your judgment. Woe unto you, ye fools, for your folly shall, for through your folly ye shall perish, and ye transgress against the wise, and so good hap shall not be your portion. What is that? Good happenings, good energy, jubilee shall not be your portion. And now know ye that ye are prepared for the day of your destruction. Wherefore do not hope to live, ye sinners, but ye shall depart and die. Spiritual death, natural death, for ye know no ransom. Meaning you are not being bailed out. You are not getting bailed out. Spiritual jail, natural jail. For ye have prepared for the day of the great judgment, you are prepared for the day of tribulation and great shame for your spirits. Woe to you, ye obstinate of heart. Okay? Hardened heart, wickedness, dark heart, that you chose not to deal with your shadow side. We all have light and shadow side, or dark and light side, right? Who work wickedness and eat blood. Vampires, spiritual vampires, which have ye good thing, whence have ye good things to eat and to drink and to be filled. You have nothing, or you will not have anything. Okay? From all the good things which the Lord the Most High has placed in abundance on the earth, therefore ye shall have no peace. Verse 12, woe to you who love the deeds of unrighteousness. Wherefore do ye hope for good and hap unto yourselves? Know that ye shall be delivered into the hands of the righteous, and shall cut off your necks. So we're going to cut off their necks and slay you. and have no mercy upon you. Woe to you who rejoice in the tribulation of the righteous. So do you know what religiousness does? Religiousness tells you to stay with the man who's beating you, the man who is unfaithful. You go to your pastor and they're like, just work it out. No, get the fuck out of Dodge. Get out of that relationship. Don't stay in that relationship. That's a karmic ass individual. Either they were karmic when you married them and you were too, or they were not and you were not and they fell off the wagon. Either way, get out. Don't waste time. Don't try to save the kids. Don't worry about the kids. You need to get out of that situation. Yes, I am condoning divorce, absolutely 100%, without question. Most situations call for divorce. Most people will not tell you that. Ministers. Why? Because it doesn't look good. They'll tell you God doesn't condone that. God doesn't condone divorces from divine masculines and divine feminines that have spiritual contracts. He doesn't condone that, right? He doesn't like that because that means a new contract. Okay? And that's a detour, right? Or a delay, I'll say. Okay? That's the marriage that divine doesn't like separating. Righteousness with unrighteousness, unequally yoked marriages, oh hell yeah. The minute you say I do, highest divine white light is already screaming, no. Okay? Woe to you who set at naught the words of the righteous, for ye shall have no hope of life. Woe to you who write down lying and godless words, for they write down their lies, that men may hear them and act godlessly towards their neighbor. Therefore they shall have no peace, but die a sudden death. Again, and it's 37:17 on the timer when I looked at the video, at the recording. Okay? 37 might be important, 17 might be important, 1971. Who knows, 1917, that might have been another lifetime for you, your previous lifetime, okay? 37, 1937, 1973, however, okay? You might be 37, okay? You might be associated with someone who's 71 or someone who's born in 71, okay? So I will stop it here, okay? Thank you so much as always for tuning in. This is Esoteric Guidance. I am here as always to help us all become our highest, purest, truest version of ourselves. And I do that through walking this journey out with you as I experience and bring the natural me into higher awareness of where I already am esoterically. Okay, again, me focusing this past 11 days or the last couple of days for sure of the spiritual cleanse, focusing on the star chakra and the universal chakra, which are above the crown chakra. Okay, right? So that is the 8th and 9th chakras. Okay, above your head. All right. And so thank you so much again, as always, for tuning in, subscribers, returning listeners. This is the book of Enoch, and I look forward to sharing more with you. Feel free to put your comments, your thoughts, your spiritual downloads into the comment section of the video. I can be reached at theencourager333@gmail. Also, if you would like to connect to me on any other social media platforms, those links are also in the description section of the video. Thank you so much as always. And again, as always, stay encouraged and talk to you soon.